Stone vet, stone vet, stone vet, stone vet, stone vet, stone vet. The stone vet, the stone vet, the stone vet, the stone vet, the stone vet. I hit the ground running when I'm invaded.
What's up, guys? RG here from the Stone Vet USMC. Happy Hump Day. Like I tell you guys every episode, you are listening to the number one Marine Corps podcast in the entire world. Super excited for that. It's all because of you guys that listen to the show every day and went out and voted for me to become the best. Look, I got the Warhammer. I know it's kind of foggy in the picture, but I got it. Number one Marine Corps podcast. Foggy. What would you say it is?
Blurry.
Blurry? Unclear? Foggy? I'm glad you guys are here with me on this hump day, man. Hopefully your Thanksgiving went amazing. Hopefully you guys got fat and nasty. You guys got like 3 weeks until you get fat again from Christmas dinner, right? For us, man, it was a good Thanksgiving. We didn't get to go to church like we planned on. We all of us had gotten sick, caught a little allergy cold or whatever it was. I don't know, was it allergies, you think?
No, it was a cold.
It was a cold.
Bad cold.
It was a bad
Virus,
cold
whatever.
that went around and caught all of us. I think I'm dealing with it now. After everybody else caught it, I think I got something now.
He has a
Coughing.
man cold. He's been angry all day.
I've been angry all day, man. I'm glad you guys are here. Hopefully you guys got fat and nasty and enjoyed your Thanksgiving dinner. How'd you guys enjoy your turkey? Deep fried? Did you, what's they call that?
Cut the spine out.
What do you call it? Spatchcock? Spitchcock? Something where you take it out and you lay it flat. They say it cooks a lot faster that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No, I don't know what it's called. Spitcock.
I like
Just
your.
Spitcock.
You're
I thought I was
really
gonna
gonna go for it.
I thought it was something. I couldn't remember what it was, man. Man, so hopefully you guys are there. Hopefully you guys are getting ready for Christmas. Hopefully you guys did your Christmas shopping early and you're not waiting till last minute like some of us around here. Well, our stuff's getting in pretty quick.
Yeah.
But we also go through Amazon. You guys know how amazing Amazon is.
Okay, were you serious or mad about that?
But
or-
you guys are there. But go through and I mean, hopefully you guys got your Christmas presents going. Hopefully you guys got to catch some Black Fridays. If you guys are those type of people that like to go out and hang out with the crazies on Black Friday.
Apparently, it wasn't that bad this year.
Apparently there wasn't a lot of people out there this year. Also, if you're a Cyber Monday junkie,
Oh,
I like
those are my
Cyber
people.
Monday. I like
Mhm.
Cyber Monday. I like to sit at home and shop online. I don't like dealing with people, right? It's
Well,
like,
that is. I think it's convenient when you have like, when am I gonna find the time in between the kids and schooling them? I mean, I've been going out and shopping these last few days, and it is hard for me to find time to. I mean, we've got a silent auction coming up for our co-op, and so I do want to say, like, I don't know if you guys know them, but I want to try to go through, like, Barrage Coffee is going to donate some coffee. We've got Soldier Girl Coffee is donating. We've got Trucker Treats is donating. Lip Beard Company has donated. Really
Busy.
Designs is donating a gift card. And then, of course, we have a lot of other people. But I think that those are the people that are in the community that you guys would know. So
a vast majority of you guys that are a part of my community that come over to the Stone Vet and hang out, you guys know.
if I forgot someone, I'll mention them another time. I'm trying to just remember everybody, but
It's good. We got a
It's
lot
been
of
awesome.
a lot of veterans donating to the cause, which is what we do, right?
yeah.
We help promote, we help each other out when we're in need, right?
Like these are like the trucker treats. I know that you guys might not be able to see them, but these are cute. They've got like little sauces, and he's a veteran as well.
He's a vet and he
And-
does pretzels.
and jam.
Trucker Tree, he got the idea for truckers who are driving so they're able to eat while they're driving.
And I used to have these on my website. We may get them back in, but he's got like jams and different flavors. of
Cajun
sweet
pretzels
and like cinnamon, and then
for you guys that get the munchies.
I'm trying to figure out where my Soldier Girl coffee. I think I have it. She sent a ton.
Carrie,
And-
thank you so much, Carrie.
And a little mug, and then Lip Beard Company. I wanted to open it, but they wax sealed the lids, which was so
Anthony
fancy.
over at
Uh-huh.
Lip Beard Company. That's what
Yeah.
I use for my beard.
He
I'm trying to
ordered
actually
the
try to
same
get
scent,
him.
so I could
It's a
smell
gingerbread
it.
scent,
It
the
was-
Christmas
so
scent. It's amazing.
I'm very excited, but it's all like fancy, like wax dipped and.
He's doing an awesome thing. I'm trying to get him to be a sponsor for the Stone Vet for you beard enthusiasts as well, man.
Yeah.
Like I tell you guys, look at this shirt right. I just got my shirt in. How many of y'all can say you guys got a matching shirt to go with your book? Huh? How many of y'all can say that? Not a lot of people,
So
right?
he's basically telling you to do it. Is what he's
Go
saying.
check out borninabar.com and go check out this awesome freaking book, dude. Hundreds, thousands of short stories of Marines in the Corps and what they experienced, why they were in for 40 years or 40 years. It's some awesome stories in here. And look, I got a matching shirt to go with it. The shirts take a little bit longer, but it's like everything else that's going on in our country. Everything's sitting on the freaking ocean right now, waiting to come into America, right? This is what happens when you outsource everything to China. It's just one of the things you got to deal with right now. But I mean, it took a little while to get my shirt, but I'm super excited. I love my shirt, dude. Born in a bar.
I don't think the shirt came from China.
It did. It came.
He's making them in China?
No, the shirts are coming in and he has to print on them, but his supply is slow. And so it's part of, it's one of them things, dude. It's one of those crazy things, dude. But you want to get over there and you want to get it, especially if you want to make this like a Christmas present. You better order it now because it's going to take a couple of weeks to get to you. And you may not make that Christmas deadline. That's only, what,
Then
4
just
weeks?
take a picture of it off the website and then wrap the picture.
Right. Because what is it, 4 weeks till Christmas?
4 Saturdays.
Four.
No, Sundays. 4 Sundays.
4
Is it
Sundays. Saturday.
I think it's Saturday.
4 Saturdays left. 4. That's it, dude. That's crazy. Already, the end of the year is here.
It's not.
4 Saturdays till Christmas, 5 till the New Year.
My baby.
gonna
One
be
of my babies is going to be 17.
17 years old.
Then we'll have a 17-year-old. And so we have 3 of our 7 kiddos
In
have birthdays
January.
in January. So we'll have a 17-year-old, a 19-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
Go figure that. We crazy, ain't we? We don't know what we're doing. We got a lot of stuff going on. We are busy. It's a busy time of the year for us. This is one of our favorite. This is one of my favorite holidays. I don't know about you.
I'm just kind of thinking this is hilarious, this glare.
The glare on her glasses. If you guys are listening in and you're not watching the show, like I tell you guys, go to YouTube. Just hit the subscribe button, dude. I just need you to hit the subscribe button.
It's really hilarious.
You don't even have to watch the show. I enjoy the show. I got the beautiful Summer here, my sponsor over at Raffle 180. She's here. She's fun. She's making fun because she wears glasses and she's got this crazy glare off.
It's
the
a
TV.
glare, but then I feel like if I take it off, my eyes are gonna cross. Why is she like one eye looking at the camera and one
I
eye
think this
looking over
TV's bigger than the other one that I had, ain't it? It looks
Yeah.
bigger, don't it?
Yeah.
He said it's smaller. So recently,
No, maybe it's because the frame is big. Like look
maybe
at
the
that
frame is thicker.
bigger. But not
So
the
recently,
frame.
I had a TV. I bought it. I buy my TVs cheap, dude. I don't like to spend a lot of money on, especially in my garage. I don't need a big old fancy.
I was gonna say
TV.
maybe garage TVs.
Garage
He's
TVs don't
bougie
need a
about
big
all
old
the other
fancy
stuff.
TVs, right? So I bought a Toshiba off a guy. He said he got it off an estate sale, and that thing only lasted me what, 6 months maybe,
I paid like $100 for
if
it.
that. I think I paid like $80 for it or something, maybe $80, $100 something. I don't spend a lot on them, right? And it was a 55 inch. I was like, that's a good size, 55 inch, right? That's what I got inside the house right now, until I get the new house. But I was out here, it was working just fine, and all of a sudden it crapped itself. Then I looked on YouTube like we do everything else to fix things. So, oh, you got to just turn the backlight off. Turn it all the way off. So I turned it all the way off and it was working again. And then just the other day, it just crapped itself. And I'm like, so I went and I found this. It says a 52-inch Sharp Aquos. These are fancy TVs. This is what we had. Remember that big ass LED one that we had? That one that was like that big? Back in 2006.
Yeah.
That big one we bought, and we were like, "Oh, this is fancy LCD."
Mm-hmm.
It's similar. It's Aqua's the same brand, but these are thinner now. And that's LED, and it's a 52-inch.
This is a Sharp.
Yeah, Sharp Aquos.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, Sharp Aquos
I
is what
don't
it
know.
is, and so it's the LCD. It's LED, not LCD. This thing looks big, and he says only 52-inch, but it looks a lot bigger to me. I think it looks taller.
So I'm not like, we've already talked about this and established this. If we were not together, like our lifestyles would be totally different. He's like the electronics, like he would have like every name brand electronic, like top of the line phone, TV, computer, everything. And like, picture like one of those bougie loft apartments or like fancy New York City like apartments. And I would be like in my like old chip paint house in the middle of nowhere, barefoot, growing all my vegetables with all my stray animals come into the house. Like, we could not be more different. I would have nice furniture and crappy, like probably no TV. I would have to have a stereo. but he would have all the electronics. Like when he talks about electronics, all I hear is like, I'm just like, TV, there it is. Stays off all day long, pretty much, until he gets home.
It does. But that's what keeps me in check. That's who keeps me in check. Keeps me sane.
Me?
Yep.
I think he's pulling y'all's leg.
We got all kinds of stuff going on. She's getting ready because tomorrow's December 1st, and she's got. You only got one deer this year, didn't you?
I'm not talking about this because I'm afraid one of my children is going to watch this, so I refuse.
She's not going to talk about what she does for Christmas because she. Roby don't watch these.
He might. So we might have a spy. So I will talk about it after Christmas.
After Christmas, she's gonna talk about it after Christmas.
I don't. We're getting ready for Christmas, and I have a whole thing.
She has a whole theme. There's a whole theme that goes on all Christmas. So the next 4 weeks,
I'm busy.
She plans it out day by day, every day. It's something new every day for the kids. She does it for them.
Yeah,
they love it. They love it. It's fun for them. They love it.
Fun.
Super excited, man. So everything's been going to crap in our country, as you guys can tell. They finally got Maxwell on trial. She hasn't committed suicide yet. We'll see how much longer she stays alive before she's suicided.
I don't know. I think
before she hangs herself or something.
I think it's disgusting.
But they finally got the people on the You guys aren't gonna see it on the TV because what they say is too.
It's basically really, really bad, and they don't want to just put it out on.
They don't think you guys deserve the right to see it.
I don't know that it's not deserved. They just can't. They can't just play it without muting a lot of what happened because that's how bad it was. So when you've watched like the OJ trial and stuff like that, they had it on there and you could watch it. Well, how bad this was, could you imagine if your children were going through, and then heard some of these things? I mean, they're talking about what they did to 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds and.
They had one girl. She just testified. She was 14 at the time.
Yeah, I mean it's
she just
pretty.
Testified. The pilot said, "I didn't know of anything illegal that was going on my plane." I said, "You probably didn't. You were flying. You can't really pay attention to what's going on in your plane if you're flying."
I don't know.
They're saying she's a scapegoat, though. Is what they're saying now. She's a scapegoat.
Yeah, they want that. Well, that's what her defense is. They're trying to say that she's a scapegoat and that she didn't know.
And the crazy part is, the girl has already testified. Said no. She was always in the room.
Yeah, that she was in the, not always, but that she was maybe when that little girl.
Yeah, when that little girl was
in the room with these sick, horrible.
And there's all kinds of people that were on this flight log.
I cannot even begin.
Not like to even imagine. Like I want to know, did they go and inspect this island? Is what I want to know.
I've heard that they've gone out there.
What did they find when they inspected this island? This island that he owned.
I don't even know how people can be so evil. Like, I don't even know, dude. It's
crazy, And during the time
to do that to like little kids, innocent little kids. Like, I mean, I know they did it to adults too, and that sucks too. But then you start talking about these like kids,
innocent kids that didn't know any better.
Like, I'm a Christian, and it's really hard for me because I know like. I don't want to be thinking all these horrible things, but I'm thinking all these horrible things because I just cannot believe humans. So I'm just like, well, let the wrath come down on you.
Something's going to happen. Somebody's got to be exposed. Something within, I don't even know how long this trial will go on. It's got to go on.
I want it all to come out.
All of it has to come out. Everybody has to be held. Everybody should have to go to court that was on this flight log.
They should have to answer for this.
They should have to answer, like, what was your purpose of being on this flight log? Like, why did you go to the island? What was your purpose? What was your intent when you went to this island that Epstein created?
I don't know. These things.
But if you guys think about it, I was listening to Joe Rogan not too long ago. Like I tell you guys, I want to be bigger than Joe Rogan, so you got to listen to what he's doing so you can be bigger than him, right? I was actually
so arrogant.
I was listening to one of his shows, and he had a doctor on there, and he was saying like out in California, so these millionaires, billionaires, they have their own cliques. If you guys don't know,
us poor folk have our own.
We have our own cliques too, but these guys are sick. Like they do some. Now you can listen to some of Joe Rogan's shows, and when he starts talking about this, I can't listen. His shows are mad long, dude. You guys get me for 20, 30 minutes on Wednesdays, and you get me on an hour on Friday. But when you go listen to Joe Rogan, it's gonna take you like a whole weekend because his shows are like 3.5 hours
You just
long.
pause them and go back.
I don't
to 'em.
know. I was like, I mean, however, if you guys enjoy listening to those shows, cool. But I don't think I'll ever get my shows to 3.5 hours long. But he did have Snoop Dogg, and I did listen to that one. That was pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty cool to have Snoop Dogg on the Stone Vet
We
one
have a
day.
friend that got to smoke with
You
Snoop
know,
Dogg.
and so maybe one day I'll be able to rub elbows with that guy and say, "Hey, I want to get Snoop on the show."
He's gonna be bigger than Snoop Dogg one day. Y'all just
No, not
wait.
Snoop Dogg. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. I'll be bigger than Joe Rogan one day. It'll get there. But it can't do it without y'all's support. You guys have to go out and support and share these
Totally.
episodes and do it, man. Yeah, man.
People
So
mad.
yeah, like I said, they got Maxwell on trial, and guess what? There's a new variant of COVID out. They were saying that
It has over 50 different mutations. They said more than the Delta variant.
more than the Delta variant. And
Doesn't Omicron, is that what they're calling it? That sounds like electronic.
They say like transformer. It sounds like a transformer.
Yeah, it does.
And so, but they said it's gonna take Pfizer, Moderna, and the other guy, Johnson and Johnson. It's gonna take them 3 months to study it so they can make sure they create another vaccination for it.
I heard that they said just a couple weeks and that they plan.
No, they just said it 3 months. I just heard it on the news. It's gonna
But
take them
this
3
is the
months.
thing. They have to have trials. And if they don't have trials, which I heard that they were trying to push to not have trials, then of course
Right.
every future, vaccine can be based on that. And that is, to me, just horrible. I don't care if you're pro-vax, anti-vax, whatever you are. That's scary to think about them not having to see what the ingredients do to a human being.
Right.
I mean,
It's crazy, dude. This vaccination thing.
but they could. I mean,
It's
obviously, if it's taken
insane.
3 months, maybe they are doing some trials then. So
I
that
don't
makes me
know.
happier.
I don't know, but it's insane the way this thing is going with this whole vaccination thing. I mean, they just said a federal judge put a stop to Biden's
A hold.
a
stay.
hold for federal workers, for not federal workers, but
Federal
healthcare
contract- and federal
and
contractors.
federal contractors to not get the vaccination.
And now they're pushing it to where they're not taking disciplinary action against federal employees until the new year, which is only like 4 weeks
4 or
away.
5 weeks away.
And then
right?
they're also saying to hold off on using the most extreme disciplinary action for federal employees that are not vaccinated as of now.
We shall see what happens.
I'm
I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to take her with me. If they pull me in for questions, I'm like, I need my attorney with me, so I can bring her in. Because I was like, you're gonna ask me some questions, I don't know how to answer them.
His attorney.
I don't know how to answer them.
He
And
does. He
being
starts
100%
getting mean.
disabled, being 100% disabled, I'm not in the right mind, and I need to ensure that I have my representation with me to be able
I'm
to
his
address.
killjoy. I'm his killjoy because I bring him back down to earth when he starts trying to be mean to everybody. I'm like, you can't say that to
Yeah,
people.
and so
He's the friend that I have to like warn people about when we go. I'm like, okay, he's but he's good. He's good people. He's good people. Just
He's good people. I just got to be able to, yeah, because I read some of the. So one guy out of Nevada, one of the Air Force bases out of Nevada, was like, "Look, these are the questions I got asked today," and I looked at it. I said, "That's like me asking you if you enjoy anal sex."
And I was like, you can't ask
was
them
like-
that. That's not.
I was like, "You
can't
guys are
ask that.
violating my HIPAA
Why
law,
would
are
you
you
even
not?"
want to know that?
Because why do they want to know if I've had anthrax?
I'm just saying, this is where we come in, and I'm like, babe, you're trying to get. Did we not just do an episode over? You're trying to get favor from them.
I'm telling you, dude, I gotta have her there because I'll be like, "Look, I'll answer the questions, but I need to ensure that my what would you be my
Representative,
I guess a representative, caretaker. I need to ensure my caretaker is there with me to ensure that I don't."
This is what we do every time we're out, or even when he's with the kids and he's doing something. I always have to like just do my hand on his arm, so like he does something or he says something or he's getting to, and I just kind of like I have to put my hand on his arm, and then that's just kind of my way of being like, hey, fool.
I'm telling you guys, I get a little upset. I get upset really fast, dude.
I hope the next woman he's with is able to control him, because
Bullshit.
I'm just saying.
Bullshit. Ain't gonna be no next woman. Crazy. You hear that crap?
He's gonna be calling me, and I'm gonna have to be like, "Girl, you need to learn how to handle this crap."
Like I did it for so damn long.
I am not handing you instructions for
There's
him.
no manual, right? Like Atticus' shirt.
Yeah.
Instructions not included.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I guess he is
It's
wild.
crazy, man. So I don't know, man. We gotta see. We gotta see what's going on with our country. They're about to pass another freaking $1 trillion bill. It's insane, dude. Like it's sad, dude. Where our country's going right now. You got a brand new variant of COVID. They want everybody to get the shot now. I don't care if you're 2 years old. Was it 5 years old? The youngest now.
Hmm.
You can get the shot. So 5 and older.
They're
Yeah,
saying it can cause fertility issues.
I've already got that. All the shots the damn Marine Corps gave me. How many of you guys remember getting the shots
Like
and then you go
anthrax
back and they
twice.
tell you, "Oh, we didn't record it last time. You got to redo it." Damn,
Hmm.
dude, this is my fourth time through this line, man. What do you mean? All right, let me watch you record it so we can make sure we don't have to do this again, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I've got so many injections. I was like, it's crazy. I had a retired Army guy, one of my program managers. He's like, why don't you just get it? You were in the military. I just looked at him and I was like, but I don't want to no more. I was like, damn, I should have thought about it quick. I thought about it after he left. I was like, but I'm not in the military anymore. Why do I have to get it? Like,
Well, we
I'm
do
not
have.
serving anymore. Like, why do I have to get it? I'm not serving this country anymore. Yeah, I work for the federal government, but I'm not serving. I'm not in the military anymore. You guys can't tell me what to do anymore.
Well, that and the fact that when he put his religious exemption in, we were not putting that in just to get out of the vaccination. Like we put it in and we listed the real reasons why he felt like he did not want to take it. Um, and that is included in any vaccinations
Right.
since 2009. Well,
Yeah.
actually before that, but yeah. So when we put our religious exemption in, I know a lot of people are going to put it in just to try to get out of it, but we did not do that. We listed why. Um, and so it's not just about that as well, but we feel like we have a lot of reasons why. And I feel like it's so unfortunate because I see these families who one of the spouses or just a single family, and they get this vaccine and they don't really want it, but they don't want to lose their insurance, their livelihood to take care of their kids. And I think that's really really unfair,
It is.
to make somebody do that. Or somebody like me, I could not get the vaccine. I don't, with my immune
I know
system the way that
it
is,
fuck you up.
like,
It tear you up, man. Like, I mean, someone just posted a video of a lady on CNN. She was getting interviewed, and they had asked her. She's like, "I don't have to tell you."
hmm
I was like, "On CNN," and she's like, "That's my freedom. I don't have to tell you if I've been vaccinated or not. You don't have the right to know." And I was like, maybe some liberals are starting to fight back.
well, it's not just about, I feel like it's not a left wing or a right wing thing. I feel like it's a freedom thing. There are people like me that if we got the vaccine, it would be horrible
Horrible.
on our bodies.
Right.
Horrible. Um, and then, there are some people that are just like, I don't know enough about this vaccine to make an
Nobody does.
educated. Yeah.
Nobody knows
But I
enough
feel
about
like
the
if
vaccine.
you want the vaccine, that's your choice.
Go
You
get
should
it.
be
That's
able
your
to get it.
freedom.
That's the
If you
freedom
want to
to
get
get
it, if you want to
But
get
even
it,
if you are
go get it.
vaccinated, even if you are vaccinated, you've had 2 shots, you're getting the booster, no one has the right to ask you if you've been
If
vaccinated.
you've been vaccinated
or if you have
not.
the booster.
It's none of their
or
business.
you can't come in this restaurant. Like, you should be able to say, if that's my, like I can get it or not get it, but you shouldn't be able to ask me.
No, you shouldn't be able to ask me if I've been vaccinated or not. That's your freedom.
I would never ask one of my family members, have you been vaccinated?
Never.
Like, that's not my business.
That's not. I don't need that information. I don't need any of that because that's your freedom to make that decision. If you feel like it's the best thing for you,
Then
go do it.
I have lots of family
That's
fine.
fine.
I think it's amazing.
That's fine. That's your freedom as an American.
But here's the thing too. It's like, I feel like each side can get so against the other side that somebody that's unvaccinated almost feels obligated to tell somebody why they're not vaccinated.
Right.
And then the vaccinated person almost feels obligated to defend why they got vaccinated. And I think that that's so stupid to be in that place. Like, we have the freedom to choose what we want to do, and you shouldn't have to explain to anybody. Now, if they ask, like, oh, what was your reasoning behind that decision, then fine.
Right.
But it's like we have to defend our choices, and I think that that's really weird.
Yeah, and I mean, you're an American citizen. I mean, look at Inez Cancer Freedom. He changed his name. He's a Swedish He's a Swedish resident. He was born in Sweden. Basketball player, used to play for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and now he plays for whoever, now on the East Coast somewhere. He became an American citizen, and he changed his name to Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that is? Coming from another country like Switzerland. Why do you think when he became an American citizen, he decided to change his name to Freedom? Because he's free.
So why don't you tell him what you said you wanted to name yourself?
Liberty.
No, he said he wanted to name himself.
Oh, don't tread on me.
Juan Garcia, don't tread on me. And then he was like, and then you could be. And I said, Vito.
For real, dude. Look. For real, look. I got it right here. See?
That's what we're gonna, yeah.
See? Don't tread on me.
But if we say it really fast, maybe it would sound like a different language. Like, don't tread on me.
Don't tread on me.
Don't tread on me.
Why not? Right? And Nascanza did it because he became an American citizen. And he understands the freedom that we have as American citizens, right? There's a reason why he did it, because he loves America. He come to America making millions upon millions of dollars a year, not counting his freaking, what do you call those, sponsorships, endorsements, just playing basketball. And he's in America, land of the free.
Okay, I don't like getting political.
Uh-oh.
But have you seen Colin Kaepernick comparing the NFL draft to slavery? I was like, oh my gosh. Like, yeah, that's the same as men and women being separated and sold and their babies ripped out of their arms and killed and treated less than dogs, and the women having their people that, I don't even like calling them their masters, because they weren't. They were just people that had power over them, like raping them and then killing their children. And I think of that day, what was the Day of Tears, where it was like that guy had to sell a bunch of slaves that he had, and it was like a massive slave drive, and like all these families were ripped apart, and they're like stripped down naked and standing up there and poked and prodded. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't even get through part of Harriet Tubman's story. Do you guys know she was beat when she was 6 for getting a sugar cube off of the counter at 6? And I was like, when he said that, I was just like, oh, yeah,
that's just like slavery.
That's
going into the draft. Going into the NFL draft is like being a slave.
I can get on board with all of this. Like there is racism is alive and well. I am not.
No, absolutely.
Say, like,
it absolutely.
My mom
is.
was almost full blood native. It was alive and well when I was a little girl with her. So yes.
No,
but that's not like slavery.
Yeah, let me get picked to play for $1 million. Not counting my endorsement deals, but just playing football, playing
in a thing that you chose. You put yourself in football.
You put yourself out there.
Went to get drafted. You hoped to get drafted. You got picked and then to make millions and all these endorsements. Slaves did not want to be slaves. I was like, these human beings, like they are.
You have to love
beings.
our country. You have to love our country. This is where we're at.
And I saw a lot of African Americans like starting to speak up. Like, wait, no, that's not even.
He's oppressed. Remember, he's the oppressed one because he don't play football no more. He's living off of what he made while he was.
That's even a side note. I'm like, I don't even care about that. Whatever, do what you need to do to speak up, whatever. But I was really like, a lot of people have been like, why are you comparing this to slavery? It's like, crazy. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys like have researched a lot about slavery, but if you guys remember Kunta Kinte getting beat because he wouldn't say the name that his master was giving him, and I hate saying that because it wasn't his master, but I'm like,
it's nuts, dude. It's freaking crazy.
That's not even the same as like Harriet Tubman, or I'm sorry, Rosa Parks sitting in the front of the bus, or Martin Luther King preaching, and like it's like
it's crazy, dude. It's crazy the way things are. Like, I mean, I can understand the platform that he's on to be able to speak up about
But
stuff,
speak up
but
about true
the
stuff.
true
Don't do
things,
that.
don't make up lies. Don't
Talk about what
feel.
really is going
Do
on.
something for our country. You're not
And for
doing.
your
You know what I'm saying? Who was it? Was it Kennedy that said it? Not ask. Don't
ask
ask
not.
what the country can do for you, but what you can do for the country.
But I think that that's
Right?
for
What? That's
everybody.
everybody. That's all of us. That's why I'm fighting right now. It's my biggest thing right now with the Stone Vet. Is fighting for advocate. I'm advocating for the federal legalization of cannabis to be legal across the country, so we can have the medicine that we deserve. You guys that have used cannabis understand the medicinal benefits that cannabis does have, and understanding that and fighting for it. I mean, like I said, Veteran Action Council just created a document called the Safe Haven Act for veterans to be able to take their medicine across state lines, regardless if it's legal in their state or not. Because regardless if
Did
it,
you say regardless? Did you say
no,
that?
I
Did
did
you
not
say that?
say it.
Did you say that?
Regardless if they vote to federally legalize cannabis in this country, if in your state it's not legal medicinally or medicinally for recreational or medicinal use, you still cannot have it in your state.
That's why you still need to fight for the
That's
state
why you
level as well.
guys need to fight at your level, at the state level, making sure you're knocking on the door, letting the governor know the importance of cannabis and why it needs to be legal in your state. 36 out of 50 states, it's already legal then. What are you doing? Are you advocating? Are you down at the Capitol every day advocating? Have you created a group of people who are for cannabis to go down to the Capitol and advocate and say, this is why it's important to me? Cannabis has saved my life. They actually just had the Veteran Health Administration on YouTube. They have their own YouTube channel. And they asked the Secretary of the VA if they would ever sign for a license for a veteran. And he says, we just can't do it. I mean, the conversation was slow. This guy was talking like 2 words a minute. Like it was hard to listen to. But he's just saying, I can't do anything because it's still federally illegal. So what we have to do as advocates is ensure that we're going to our capital, ensuring that we get with our representation. That's what I'm doing. I'm making sure I get with all my representatives that go to DC and vote on stuff to get an understanding of why it's important that cannabis becomes legal in the country, so that we're able to travel wherever we go with our medicine. It's like I tell people who take blood pressure medicine, you need to get on a good CBD so you can get off of it. But besides that, if you travel anywhere in the country, you can take your blood pressure medicine with you. Because what happens if you don't take it with you? It's gonna be bad, right? You're gonna have a spell and you're freaking because your blood pressure's too high, right? So I should be able to take my medicine with me anywhere I go. If I decide to go to Kentucky or Maine or wherever it's illegal, Kansas is still illegal in Kansas. So if I go to Kansas, which is just north of me, 2 hours, 3 hours north of me, if I go to Kansas and I have my medicine with me and a cop pulls me over and tries to put me in jail because of cannabis, I'm gonna be upset because nobody's there advocating for the federal for legalization in the state. You have to start at your state level and ensure that it's legal. So whenever federal legalization happens, you guys are good. Then we're able to take our medicine where we need to take it. You know? But that's one thing we have to do is advocate, advocate, advocate. We can't let people like Colin Kaepernick try to make us go against each other, because that's the biggest thing we're fighting right now in our country is against each other. We're fighting against each other instead of working together, I think.
That's on a different level, though. That's not cannabis, though.
No, it's not cannabis. But I mean, if you get people like that fighting for cannabis, maybe we can get Snoop Dogg to go to the government, to DC, and
Okay.
advocate on his level, right? Maybe. You got any more for these guys?
No, it's late. I have a lot
It's
to
late,
do.
and we still gotta get ready
I got
for
all my
Christmas
Christmas
tomorrow.
stuff.
We gotta get
Yeah.
everything ready, and we taking 30 minutes of your time.
Yeah.
So I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsor, Rafa 180. Like I tell you guys, Christmas is here, and you already know how shipping's gonna be at this time of year. You better get the shipments in real quick. Go over to rafa180.com, get some amazing CBD products, right? Like I tell you guys, one of the biggest things that we struggle with is sleep. And when we ain't getting no sleep, then we get all those bad thoughts, our anxiety, our depression, suicidal thoughts. You guys are needing to get some good sleep. Go check out the Sapphire that Rafa 180 carries. It has CBN in it, which acts like a sedative to help you sleep. Helps turn your brain off when you can't stop thinking. Helps turn your brain off and allow you to get the rest that you need. Best part of the product, when you wake up, you're not tired because of the product. You're tired because you didn't get enough sleep.
If you have little kiddos that you're giving melatonin to, I would pull them off melatonin because your body will stop producing it and you'll end up with an adult that can't go to sleep for crap. And you can use this for kiddos.
For children,
and
absolutely.
it is THC free, and I wouldn't tell you guys that if I wouldn't be giving it. I mean, I've given it to my children.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it doesn't put them to sleep. It's not like,
it's
some
not
people are like putting Benadryl.
Yeah, not at all.
Not that. It just calms them down if they're having a hard night or nightmares or leg pains from growing and all of those things. So.
Which is amazing. Like I tell you guys, if you guys are taking melatonin to get sleep, stop it. You're destroying your own melatonin that your body naturally creates.
And
Stop it.
The thing I like about the Sapphire is it's not something that you have to take every day.
No.
So some of those sleep aids, they want you to be on them every day. This is something that you can just take
as needed, which is amazing. And if you ain't currently taking any CBD products and your body hurts every day when you wake up, you definitely need to come over and start checking out some of the products.
Just email me.
Email them.
I'll go through everything with you.
Email them. Go over to rafa180.com. Go check out the amazing products that she says she's about to revamp the whole website for the new year.
It's a mess. I gotta get it.
It's just a mess. We got to get it revamped up for the new year. New year, new us, right? Go over there, check it out. Get 15% off your entire purchase when you check out with the Stone Vet USMC, man. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Get this information out to your brothers and sisters you think it'd be beneficial. Maybe it gives them a laugh halfway through the week, right? That's why I'm here. That's why they provide. That's why they asked me to do hump day, to give you guys a laugh here and there, right? Because I'm crazy. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us, man. Remember, hit the Stone Vet. We got your six.
I adapt and overcome. I make the best out of situations. I stay alert for my enemies trying to do me some harm. I fight for your freedom of speech and your right to bear arms. When I say I got your six, that means I got your back. But what else would you expect coming from the Stone Vet? 1, 2, 3, 4 for my country. I go hardcore. Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Marines.